Morning, guys. Hey, it's Len from Mercury Man Garage and Outdoors. Well, does it get any better than this? I mean, come on. This is beautiful. Calm before the storm, I guess. Or the cool before the warm. Let's put it that way, because it's a nice, cool morning, but it's going to be a hot one later on. So we're going to get at it early today. We got the old 261 out here today because we're going to be doing cherry. We're going to be splitting cherry today, and we may have to do a little cutting or some trimming. But you're probably thinking, well, that's probably why he's got the red shirt on today, because he's doing cherry. No, that's just the one that was on top of the pile. But anyway, let's get going. All right, well, there's our pile of cherry. And hopefully you guys aren't too upset with me because I've already started. I did some yesterday, late in the day, just wanted to get going on it, see how things were gonna go. But it got so hot, we quit. But don't be mad, we're gonna do some more today. All right, let's wake up the neighborhood. So you guys are probably asking yourself, what day is it? Well, it's cherry day, obviously. He's got the red shirt on. He's splitting cherry. So it's cherry day. You guys may remember, or you may not, I got this cherry from Marketplace. I responded to an ad on Marketplace for a free cherry. The couple had a downed cherry tree in their front yard that almost hit their house. So we went over there, cleaned up the brush, bucked up the wood, and brought this home. This is nice cherry. This is the best cherry I've ever had. The bigger stuff splits a lot easier than the smaller stuff. It just splits much nicer. It's still kind of stringy, but I think that's just kind of how cherry is. But the bigger stuff is really, really nice. That's going to make great bundle wood. All right, the reason I'm starting out with putting the splits in the bucket of the John Deere is I got to finish off a tote over here. Show you what I'm talking about. This is another thing I did yesterday. Is started on this tote right here, and I just want to top this off and then put a lid on it. But just to recap, what I do with my cherry is I like to keep that in totes. I'm trying to get in the shade here. I like to keep my cherry in, I guess you'd say, specialty wood in IBC totes, because that's what I use for, people like to just buy cherry for cooking and various other reasons. It just smells really good when burning. So I want to keep that separate from the oak and everything else. So that's why I keep it all in totes. So I'm struggling with totes right now. Can't seem to find any good deals on IBC totes. Everything around here is $50 and up. And I'm just kind of juggling wood around right now to empty out some more IBC totes. Like I got a half a tote of oak right here. I'm just going to bundle that up, and that'll free up another tote. I have a tote over there on the other side of the John Deere that had maple in it, and I put the maple in the woodshed, bunker number 2. So that freed up another tote. So now I'll have 2 empty totes, and I doubt that will be enough for all that wood over there, but we'll see. The rest will just sit in the trailer for now. That's perfect. And man, does it smell good here. Gotta love the cherry. You smell that? No? Seriously? I mean, come on. Take a good whiff. All right, well, I'm just going to say this one more time. Probably not. This is some of the best cherry I've ever got. And I can't emphasize that enough. I mean, look at these things. These are beautiful. They split nice, almost as good as oak. And, the smell is amazing. You guys smelled it. It smells great. And I don't know, man, this is nice stuff. I just want to thank the good Lord for blowing down that tree and giving me the opportunity to cut it up, because here it is. All right, one other thing, guys. Well, it's not cool anymore. The heat is on, and these things, holy cow, they sure do make your ears sweat. What do you guys use for earplugs when you're cutting or splitting? I use this for mowing as well, and it's the same problem. And it's a Bluetooth thing. They're the 3 Bluetooth. You can play music on them and all that. But man, they sure do make your ears sweat. What do you guys use? Let me know in the comments. right, well, we got to stop right here because I think that's about all the John Deere is going to be able to pick up. I usually gauge it by this rail right here, second from the top. And with green wood, supposed to be oak and cherry, that's kind of how I gauge it. It might even be too heavy, we'll see. But this is where it'd be real nice to have that mini skid steer that I've been talking about. One of these days. Oh, one more thing, guys. Limb wood, yay or nay? Well, that was definitely all she wanted. I got it about 3 inches off the ground. The tilt function works fine. It's the lift function that struggles with that much weight. But for a 2025R subcompact, I thought that's pretty good. But now I'm kind of out of sequence here with my dry wood and my green wood. These two totes right here, back to back, that's my dry. Over here, 4 totes are my green. And now I'm starting another row of green right here. So we're gonna have to tag these somehow, because I'll forget. We'll tag these as dry and ready to go. All right, there we go. And this is absolutely the best cherry I have. Okay, that's enough of that. But that tote is full. And I'm maybe gonna cut up a bladder to cover that and cut it up like these are here. I don't know, what do you guys think of these? I'm not 100% sure yet. They do function very well. It's better than throwing them in the landfill, I guess. I've seen a couple other guys on different channels use them. Tim from Neighborly Homestead uses them this way. Matt from Firewood in the Field also uses tote bladders this way. I got one back there that's just cut, in half. Those work good too. But the granddaddy of firewood videos, Mike Morgan from Outdoors with the Morgans, doesn't use anything. He just lets his totes of wood sit out in the open to air dry, and he's never had any issues. So, I don't know, I'm torn. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, and just like that, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 premium grade quality bundles of oak, well seasoned. That turned out really nice. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to empty out the rest of the oak in there, because I got to free up that tote for my cherry over here. And we'll get this staged in the garage or the pole barn for the upcoming season. Hopefully I get some orders, get rid of this, but I'm debating whether I want to continue to split the oak this small. Originally I was going to mix the oak and the cherry, which the cherry is split a little bigger. I was going to mix the two for firewood, but I've been getting so many calls for just cherry for cooking wood that I'm kind of left with this now. But I really like it split that small, and I'm debating whether I want to continue to do it that small, because it dries really fast and it looks really nice as a bundle. What do you guys think? All right, well, I took a moment to reboot my brain, and I came to the conclusion that it's hot over there. So we're moving operations over here. It's about 2.72 degrees cooler over here. All right, well, we got that tote in place, and we will top that off tomorrow. I'm gonna call it a day. It's getting hot out here, even in that shady spot. But this is what we got left. Quite a bit. I'm definitely over halfway done, I think, but there's still a lot in here. And I'm gonna need to scrounge Marketplace to get some more IBC totes, because I'm not gonna have any room. I guess I could put it in the woodshed. We'll see. But that's gonna do it, guys. Things are finally starting to come together in the wood yard. After getting all that free tree service wood, this wood yard was a mess. But I couldn't say no to it. It was good stuff, couldn't say no. But we're finally getting it cleaned up, getting it put away. And I would like to find some more IBC totes. I think I'm gonna go that route first, but if not, plenty of room in there. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please give me a like, please subscribe, give me a comment. And remember, find your thing. Have a good one.